got Blake Baggett here, Rocky Mountain ATV. Just real quick, first off, talk just maybe a little bit last week, kind of a crazy weekend for the sport, but you had a good ride in there.
Yeah, definitely crazy. First time in Nashville, so it was super cool that got to go there and see that. First time for the stadium. Dirt was really good, and track was technical, difficult, and yeah, a lot of stuff was going on. So it was a crazy main event, but felt just better and better as the night went on, and as the main event went on, just got better and better. So was super happy with the second to get out of there, and it's one of those things where a second that night, I'll take that any day. It felt like a win to me, so just keep plugging away, and then we got this weekend. Could be a first. It's here in Denver, first time here for me. Supercross hasn't been here in a long time, but first time here for me, and weather's super cold. Had some snow on the track already. It's supposed to snow tonight, so it shows that it won't be snowing Saturday night, but definitely it's going to be one of those rounds that's could be a first. So for sure, if it did snow Saturday night, it would be a first, and probably everybody would be caught off guard by it. But definitely cold here, and it's going to kind of play a role into everybody's weaknesses and strengths. And I think it's just going to be all in all a good weekend. But just going to try to stay warm, and it's that's tough to do, especially in Supercross. So we'll see what we got.
Yeah, nice. So I'm trying to recall, has there been 2 new back-to-back stadiums like this on the schedule in a while or ever? I mean, it's not a huge deal for you guys, but it's another new stadium. Do you think that's going to play any role, or we're just kind of business as usual, got to get out there and race?
Yeah, just business as usual, got to get out there and race. I think the biggest thing that's going to play a part into it is just the cold weather. The cold weather and altitude. So bikes, bikes are going to be a little bit down in power with the lack of oxygen, but then, the cold weather also helps them and, pipes them up a little bit. So, the cold weather makes your body a little bit slower and react a little slower. So that you got to get warm and try to stay warm, but not put on too many underlayers so that you get hot during the main event. So it's going to be a give and take battle, but it should be exciting.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, a lot of times racing, you get out in the valley and it'd be a little bit wet and frozen, and then you're quickly on ice. It wasn't that it was boggy or muddy; it just became a whole other new thing. Have you been out to see the dirt? And have you experienced that at all at any point with Supercross with kind of frozen dirt?
No, I don't think that we've ever had frozen dirt. They brought in dirt that was frozen outside and put it inside stadiums before, where it started to thaw out. And, got wetter and wetter and got more rutted as the night went on, and the dirt thawed out. But for here, it definitely could be a first. So we'll, dirt looks awesome as of right now. It's really dry, but we're expecting some snow tonight. So we'll see if they leave it uncovered, get a little moisture in it. Give it our best shot.
Awesome. Last question for you. So right now you seem to be one of those definite players in this championship in terms of just you're going to have an impact. You're up front. You got not really teammates, but people on the same brand around you. Business as usual again, or are you starting to maybe feel a little bit just your role in it?
No, business as usual. Just going to try to go up there and we'd like to get another race win before the season's over. So we got 3 rounds to try and get it done and just be up there and try to be in the mecca of it, and whatever happens around us with the points, the guys that are going for the championship, let it happen.
Got Eli Tomac here, coming off a great weekend there last weekend. Talk just briefly a little bit about that. Obviously, it was kind of a crazy weekend for everybody, but an unorthodox way to get where you got with your result.
That's right. Nashville was pretty wild, just the whole night with the DNF and the heat race. And to be perfectly honest, I was struggling in the middle of the day in qualifying, trying to be where I wanted to be, and then just got our act together, on the track, and was feeling good. But like I said, with the heat race and the LCQ, put ourselves in a tough position for the main. The good thing is just I was just feeling on that track, was able to make passes. It's one thing I've been struggling with in some weeks past, is making those passes just stick. So it was good. It was by far the best 20 minutes I've had all year.
I heard or read some comments that your dad thought the LCQ was kind of a blessing in disguise. It got you more comfortable going in the main. Do you agree, or did that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it keeps your body warm. It's you're one of the last guys to see the track before the main, so it was good. I was able to get a good combo through the whoops, and it worked out.
Nice. Shifting here to this weekend, we got another new stadium on the schedule. I know that we've had 2 new stadiums back-to-back like that in a while. Have you been in there, obviously, to check it out? What do you think?
I haven't been in there yet, so our riding got canceled. So it's all going to be Saturday, but pretty exciting to be here in Denver. I feel like it's been much needed, so ready to get it going.
Awesome. All right, well, last question here. So you're real close. I mean, a lot of people want to say this has been maybe an up and down season for you, whatnot, but it seems like it's just been a consistent season for you. It's just not what people are used to. I mean, is that how it feels for you? And you seem to still be in a great spot to make a charge at this championship.
I mean, we're in a much better spot now, but the middle of the season was rough. Like, I mean, I won 1 Triple Crown, Daytona, and a mud race, so I wasn't winning the normal 20-minute mains, if you want to call them normal, until last week. So I feel like we're back on track now.
Awesome. Well, good luck this weekend, Eli. Thanks for your interview.
Thanks.
All right, we got Dean Wilson here, Rockstar Husqvarna. All right, so we're in Denver, and the sun finally came out for just a little bit, but it looks like we're in store for a cold weekend. What are you thinking here in Denver?
It's all good. It might be a little bit cold, but not to worry. As long as we don't have snow, we'll be good to go. So it's pretty exciting to be racing here. Nashville was the first in a long time in Nashville, so that was cool. And now we're in Denver, and it's also one of the first Supercrosses here as well. So it's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you been inside to see the track or the dirt or anything?
No, I haven't went inside. I'll see it tomorrow. So just here to see the team, kind of organize a few things, and just prepare for tomorrow.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about last weekend for you? Just, briefly, it was, pretty good weekend. So how'd that feel for you?
Yeah, the weekend was not too bad. My heat race wasn't great, but main event, turning it around, ended up with a 4th. So yeah, not too bad, but definitely want to keep pushing for that podium. I believe that's where I can be, and yeah, it's just going to keep pushing for it.
So has it just been that time that all riders kind of need on the bike? I mean, you've been back for a while, but people don't know that sometimes it just takes a while for it to finally click. Have you gotten to that point where you feel like you've made that next step?
Yeah, I believe so. Because I feel like a lot of the top, contenders, they're still here except from Jason. But it's still a pretty stacked field. So I have that belief system now where I believe that I can be up there, and that's half the battle. So getting that takes a lot of hard work and being at the races and getting good starts, and just yeah, it takes a whole lot of things, and it's just building that confidence.
Nice. Have you guys started doing any work on outdoor testing yet, or are you concentrating still on what you got here?
Yeah, we've done. I've done about 2 weeks outdoors, but now after this weekend, I'll be doing 2 full weeks of outdoors, which will be really good. So I'm stoked on that. I'm looking forward to it. Been grinding on Supercross for a long time, so happy to be on the outdoors for sure.
Nice, and of course, I'm sure you get these questions all the time about the CBD, but this week, AMA Motocross kind of came out with their policy, which best I can understand is you still can't have it on TV or your bikes, but they're going to allow it in the pits. Does that help, from your perspective as having a sponsor like that? Is that a step forward?
No, it's kind of funny when I read that, because it's really not any different than Supercross. I mean, the difference is that you can promote it in the pits, which I guess is cool, but I can't do that anymore because I'm under the factory tent. So other than that, there's really not a whole lot different that they've done. They're still not letting you promote it on TV, so I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about that.
No problem. All right, well, appreciate it. Have a good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks.